Now, if housing is the sign of economic recovery, then San Francisco is giving people real reason to be optimistic. According to DataQuick, numbers released today, San Francisco Bay Area homes surged in price 32% in December. That is the biggest surge since at least 1988. Here to talk about these housing trends is real estate expert Brendon DeSimone. You deal with real estate, Brendon, in New York and in San Francisco. So let's talk about the West Coast first. Is that for real?
Those are real numbers. San Francisco has a lot of things going on, and a lot of things are contributing to those numbers being so much higher this year.
What is it? I mean, does everybody just want to move out to the left coast? Or?
Yeah, I mean, for starters, don't forget, it's 49 square miles. It's got beautiful old Victorian homes. You can't remake some of these situations. Views, water views, bridges. Technology is booming. People don't want to live in Silicon Valley anymore. They want to be up in the city. They want to be living in urban environments. A lot of young people are really getting in the real estate market. Inventory is down. Zillow says inventory is down 42% from last year. And, you know, rents are rising 16% in 1 year. So rents are rising, interest rates are really low. A lot of people have jobs. They feel like they're well employed, and they see like housing as a kind of more of a sure bet these days.
And there's a limited supply, obviously, there. There's a really limited supply here. Obviously, Manhattan is a much smaller area, and a lot of people here have a lot of money. Are you seeing the same kind of price action?
Same kind of thing happening here. People tend to price their things a little bit on the higher end here, so they sit on the market longer. In San Francisco, it's common to price a home in the lower end of the range. A house sold in May, it was listed for $850,000. It had 52 offers on it, and it sold for $1.4 million. So you see these bidding wars happening, you know, left and right, because that's kind of how that market works. New York works a little bit slowly. Things sit in the market for 3, 4, 5, 6 months before they eventually sell.
What about renting versus buying? I mean, a lot of people were forced out of ownership and into rentals. A lot of people just don't feel like they should be buying real estate anymore. It doesn't have the allure that it once had. And as a result, rents soared, didn't they? Yeah,
they did. I mean, buying's not for everybody. And same thing with renting. It's not for everybody. Some people just want to be renters and feel safe and secure and know they can change jobs or move to New York or take a job in Dubai in 3 years. But the ones who really want to commit to being somewhere to a good 5 years, rates are low. It's almost cheaper in some places to be buying than to be renting, if you can come up with the 20% down payment you need.
I wonder, yeah, and that's something you need now, right, as opposed to 5 years ago when you didn't need a down payment or even a real job.
You know, we're starting to see a couple of signs of small banks doing less than 20% down, but they're very rare. But for the most part, you got to have 20% down. Good credit, verifiable income, no more, you know, no dot or zero.
Which leads me to my next question was, are people getting credit? You know, if you do have a job and you do have decent credit and the 20%, can you get the loan?
Sure. If you've got 750 credit, FICO score higher, you've got verifiable income and your numbers work, they're going to lend you the money. Banks are lending again. They're just really strict, and they're going to really put you through the ringer up into the very last minute of the closing. You know, 5, 6, 7 years ago, they would just sign off and be done with it, and you'd get your cash. They're really scrutinizing every loan up into the very end. But if you are qualified, you're going to get a loan.
All right, Brendon, thanks so much for joining us. Really appreciate you dropping by. Brendon DeSimone there, a real estate expert for San Francisco and New York.